Perfect.
So first off, just to kind of start, just introduce yourself, tell us your name, and a little bit about.
Okay. I'm Blake Root. I am a house manager at New Life House. We're a Christian transitional home in Lebanon, and we help women transition from prison, rehab, kind of start over and start fresh. I didn't even know transitional homes were a thing. I didn't know that was an option or something that existed, but it's been really cool to see how God works through these women and bringing them here to Team FBC. If they went to church, years ago somewhere that somebody said this or they weren't worthy or, oh, I've done this, they have such a skewed sense of what Jesus is and the grace that he gives. I've gotten to see it in a different light because these women feel it, because they don't feel ashamed or they don't feel judged. They can be themselves and just come as you are. And so it's really cool with so many churches around that they choose to come back over and over here. The environment, probably in the first half of my life at Team FBC, was a lot more expectations of this is how this looks, this is what church is. It was very, almost more in a box. But with kind of the second half of my life and kind of the past 15, 17 years of different leadership, when I went, it was a totally different environment from leaving here when I first went. And I was very uncomfortable because it was kind of open. People talked about things that were hard. People talked about things that they struggled with. And it was so freeing to feel, wait, everybody else feels this way, or everybody has something that we're all going through something. And I think that Team FBC is really that environment. It's a safe environment to say, I struggle. I have 5 autoimmune diseases, so I was sick throughout my teenage years and in and out of the hospital. And in 2016, I got a flesh-eating infection from a feeding tube. And I wasn't supposed to, I went septic and things weren't good. Everything was out of my control. So I really had to kind of hone in and just stand on God because everything else was failing me, but God was always right there, always the same, never wavering, and really carried me when I couldn't carry myself. Sometimes I feel like it's kind of a race to get, I want everybody to know and to share with everybody because I want to always find the one. I always pray, where's the one that I'm missing? I don't have the answers of what I can do or how long I'm going to be here or when my expiration date is. But I have time to do with the dash all that I can. You just never know the opportunities that we have unless we take them, unless we kind of take the jump and take the leap of faith. That's when our faith is a verb. That's when we have to really act on it and do something. Try to build a relationship first. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to say, oh, I go to church, come to church with me. Sometimes the word church is scary. I have learned from the girls that can be, kind of very judgmental. And here it's just comfort. They can feel worthy and realize that I can come back here and I have support. And I have God on my side, and I have this whole church community of a family that's praying for me and wants me to succeed. They start to see, wait a minute, this is fun. I enjoyed that. I didn't have to count down till I was done there. I want to go back. And so it's just, our environment the Bring environment's really cool to be a part of.